Hope all you swabbies are still awake. Late Night Mega here. We're close enough to being on a boat. We're going to be on a boat in this episode. So yeah, I'm going to use the boat intro. Serena, what are you doing? Like giving everyone foot massages or something? Yeah, Kai went up ahead. Okay, whatever. Last time, we met Kai, and we beat Mr. Tentacular. Every time I see Tentacular, I think of a pro wrestler who was kind of a joke, and he'd go by the name Mr. Pectacular. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's all I need to say about that. So yeah, he went on ahead to this Saikiki beach. And I'm stopping to talk to these people, but they're not telling me anything interesting, really. So we're just going to head out here. They're not joining us either, so it's just me. Like I mentioned last time, me, Jade, and Veronica are going together to meet with this Kai. And nobody else is coming. And so I'm like preparing... I'm still preparing mentally for some sort of combat that's going to happen, where we're only going to have these three characters, and it's not going to come. This is going to be one of those plot-heavy episodes, aside from splashing around in the water here. But my splashing around will get us the piece of coral that we have already seen before. Oh, I saw a thing come up. Yeah, there it is. Again, that's not the first gravestone we found that said that the markings are too worn to read. I don't get what the purpose of those are. Before going into this house, let's explore around the side, and good thing I did. Mini metal. Thank you. We're going to have to go back and see the mini metal collector or stamper, because I'm pretty sure we're either close to having 20 or we're going to have more than 20. So that'll be on my to-do list. Oh, what in the world am I doing here? Oh, I wanted to see how many mini metals we have, but I don't know where that information is located within our menu system. So I'm like thinking that there's a spot for the mini metals in our inventory. But no, that's not it. I don't know where we can find that information in our menu system. You'd think that's something that we should be able to find. That is not a mini metal quest. Okay, whatever.
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead.
Okay. Plot device item go.
Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy, but it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers, and now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman. Tough,
How do you
too.
make a living by telling kids a free story
hate that
every
mermaid
morning?
for what she's put us through, and I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The Kahuna's
Whatever.
finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
I don't feel like this is much of a curse on the mermaid's part, rather than just the villagers being a bunch of... What's the word I'm looking... What's the PG word I'm looking for? I don't know what PG word I'm looking for. But you get the picture. So now we have to... don't know why I'm bothering to go back here. I'm guess I'm just seeing if there's gonna be any more cutscenes. Oh, this is why I came back here. Magic water. That's not the most impressive thing I was hoping to find out of that. Yeah, I want to save before something dumb happens. But nothing dumb is going to happen in this video. Like I said, this is going to be a heavy plot video. Do we even get into a battle in this video? I don't know. And yeah, we're gonna just warp back to Porto Valor because that's the closest place to the Strand. Fun fact, you can actually zoom to the Strand. I did not realize this right away. I didn't think that was going to be a location since it wasn't a save point, but it is a boat docking point, so it is included on our zoom list. It does require me paying attention to the list itself and not just going, oh hey, let's go to Porto Valor, because that'll be the closest place to sail from. And while I'm back here, you know I can do the mini medal thing. Of course, I have to find my way through town, which is a whole challenge on its own. Especially since this is a 3D game, and you guys know how easily I get lost in these 3D environments. Although it hasn't been happening too much with this particular game, and I appreciate that. Yeah, here we go. What are we gonna get? We earned the rune staff. Oh, so we'll have to see if that's better than anything else we have. You know, I just thought of something. I could give Serena the cautery sword. Or I could even, like, buy another lightning staff and give her that. And she could use... But she has, like, almost no magical might. Will that even be worthwhile? I'd give her something to do in battle when I want her to deal damage and she doesn't need to recover her MP. Probably just better for random battles. Rune staff. It's not even better than what we have. I collected all those mini medals. And this is the thanks I get? Okay, well, so much for that. Now we have to go out to our boat. And... That wasn't the right... I took the wrong turn. Okay. And unfortunately, this is like a weird place. You know, you'd think with this town having the casino and the mini medal stamping place, this would be a place that we're going to return to on several occasions, but yet when we do, look at how far we have to go, like, way out of our way to get back to our boat. I'm not a fan of that design. I'm also not a fan of not being able to slash you with my sword before we start this battle. Apparently I was too close to him before I tried doing that. Okay, Drake slimes have got to go. Deceler, I don't even care about that. Okay, Drake slime is down. And I'm just like, oh, what do I want to do with gravity? Not spend MP, that's what I want to do. Why aren't you weaker to lightning? Doesn't matter.
Another day, another victory.
Okay, there. We can't say we didn't get into a battle now. Although we're going to get into more battles on the ship. Again, this process would be a lot simpler if we just zoomed back to the Strand. Then we might have, well, then we might have actually been able to fit all of the plot into this episode. But, well, it is what it is. That's part of a Let's Play. It just kind of turns into, you know, whatever. People are going to play this game differently all the time. Some people might not do the casino stuff. Some people might not do the other exploration stuff that I did. Some people might do the side quest that I didn't do that involves being pepped up. Some people might not run into this battle with 3 miasmas. Hey, More Heal is the spell I just learned. You can't just start using it just because you want to. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, how did that not kill things? And unfortunately for Jade, she doesn't have... Yeah, that status is messing with my... It's basically the blind status. Jade doesn't really have a group attack. I mean, Eric didn't either, but... I mean, if we're gonna generate a wish list for my characters, a group attack for Jade would be nice. Well, I guess everybody who didn't level up from that tentacular is leveling up now. Yeah, more miasmas. Ah, this is what I wanted to avoid. Still, at this point, though, their little 15-16 damage breath attacks aren't super bad.
Did I do all right?
Where exactly is Jade hiding those claws? I don't want to know. So after, 5 minutes of not really needing to do this, we're back at the Strand. And we find another seashell. I say sun-bleached seashell. It's night. How could it be sun-bleached? And she's still rhyming, but we don't have like an actual cutscene here. And so Michelle, she wants to hear... She's like, oh, if Kai's really dead, I want to hear it from his mouth. And we could lie here. I don't know what happens if you lie. I would assume not good things. And it could just be one of those situations where she finds out the truth anyways in this conversation, and then it just doesn't... Or she knows that we're lying because she's a mermaid and has some sort of magical power or whatnot, or... We're not going to go there. It's just... From my experience, 99% of the time in video games, when you're given the choice to lie about something, it either... doesn't matter or doesn't really change anything if you do, or it has detrimental effects if you lie. And nothing positive really comes out of it in most cases. So, especially in the context of the Dragon Quest games, so we're not going to lie to this mermaid. Besides, she's going to help us get the next orb we need. Unfortunately, all we have to do is go talk to Dave, and then the game is just going to take us back to Honolulu. And yeah, so now we have to go find Kai again, who is not going to be conveniently right here. So now we gotta figure out where Kai is in town. Although it's not gonna be that. See, I did it again. I see the loading screen and I'm just like, oh, I have to load my commentary. I have to load my brain. It's not going to be too hard to find Kai, though. Because there's a place called Kai's house right on the map, and there's a purple dot in it. Gee, I wonder where we have to go. Of course, this game has had us running through this town for plot-related things quite a lot. Hi, Kai. Yep, we gave it to her. And now Kai says, well, I'll give you whatever you want. Anything within my power and abilities. And we're just like, okay, we want you to come to Saikiki Beach with us. Don't mention the mermaid, you know, because that's not deceptive at all. And he's like, well, I guess if you want to go there with me, well, sure, why not, if that's what you want. I don't know, after not lying to Michelle, we're being a little deceptive and not telling why we want Kai to come to the beach with us again. But don't worry, that doesn't become a point of contention or anything. Okay, where is cutscene?
Why have you brought me here?
That voice! It's music to my ears! I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yep, we're still Ryan.
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you?
You really don't know. I had suspicions that maybe this Kai really was this mermaid's lover, but no, this guy is the fisherman is being honest with us.
What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
I do appreciate how the effort that the writing staff goes to come up with some of these things with the rhymes and the haikus
My
and that.
darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore. Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just
Yeah, I
ebbs
had
and
suspicions about
disappears.
that.
Without Kai, hours seemed to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew. Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met.
The way you're talking...
I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
Wait. This is sounding... Is she gonna kill herself? And no, that's not spoiler. That is what I was thinking as I was watching this at this point. She sings a bewitching melody that gives her legs. So remember, when mermaids do that, they can't go back in the water.
I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together.
This also has some Romeo and Juliet vibes to it. Wonder if that's what the designers were going for when they created this whole sequence.
You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's alright. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
Yeah, this is a really sad scene. It's kind of why I've been silent through it. I didn't want to ruin any of it for you. Beyond what I already did in advance, but yeah, one of the sadder scenes in the game, and in most video games that I played in general. You know, for a series like Dragon Quest XI, which is usually so lighthearted and upbeat, even in its sorrow moments, there have been quite some time, a few occasions like this where, I don't know, it just really...
Beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise.
Never thought this game would
Some years after my
make
boat
me
was
care
burned
about
and I
these
was
minor
exiled to
characters,
this
this grandpa
beach,
that had
the fishing
died
fleet was hit by
long ago,
another
and
great
this
storm,
mermaid
and many
were just
people
minor
lost their
characters,
lives.
you know, so
The
much,
kahuna and
to
his
the extent
daughter
that they
Leilani's
have,
husband were among them.
to be able to pull off this
One night, not long
sequence
afterward, I saw a
and
woman standing
have
on
it-
the cliffs. She had a
have it,
baby
you know,
in her
you come
arms.
across with the
It was
emotional
Leilani,
sense that
the woman who was
that they were
once to be
going
my
for.
wife. With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai? You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Oh yeah, that's how that works. So maybe you shouldn't be going out right away.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
And then he ended up getting his boat destroyed by the village and being cast out to live on that lonely beach, which is like right behind
It's
the
all
village.
my
But
fault.
then he ended up getting the baby.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me. But I want you to know one thing.
Well, I want you to know one thing, viewers.
I
After
love you. I always will.
this episode, I feel that
I'm sorry.
Dragon Quest XI is
I
on
shouldn't have been so
par.
hard on you.
I'm gonna say tied with my
Without
favorite
you,
Dragon
I'd
Quest,
never
Dragon
have
Quest
known all of
V.
this. Never met Michelle.
And I think the only way I can break this tie is to, well, finish this game
All this time,
But then
I hated
play
that
through
mermaid
Dragon
for
Quest
what she did to my
V.
grandfather.
before making an official
now I
call
see
on
how
which
he
one of
really
those
felt.
two I like
He wasn't cursed.
more
He
is my
really
favorite
loved her.
Dragon Quest. So, yeah, we're a little bit over time. Well, not really, but I'll see you next time.